Welcome back to Newsmakers from your local election headquarters. I'm Jayne Bugda along with Andy Mehalshick. And in this segment, we are sitting down with Congressman Matt Cartwright, who currently represents the 17th District, but is the Democratic candidate in the newly formed 8th Congressional District. So this is an opportunity for our viewers and the voters out there to get to know you a little bit better, for those who don't know you already. In just a minute or so, just tell us a little bit about who you are.
Well, good work, Jayne Ann. You got all that right. And great to be back with you and Andy.
Welcome, Matt.
Sure. I'm Matt Cartwright, and you know, I've lived here in northeastern Pennsylvania for over 30 years now. See, when Marion and I were in law school in Philadelphia, we decided to make our lives in northeastern Pennsylvania, to raise our family here. In fact, we had two boys. They're not boys anymore, they're men now, and they are imbued with the values that we know here in northeastern Pennsylvania: hard work, integrity, knowing that everybody is equal in the eyes of God. They watched Marion and me work hard as courtroom lawyers over the years, standing up for regular working families in tough situations. And we were proud to do that work. And it's work that really translated well for me when I went to Congress. To stick up for regular working people in the halls of Congress, it's work that I've been very proud to do, and Jayne Ann and Andy, I'd really like to continue doing that.
Matt, in this very extremely polarized political climate, that's putting it nicely, some would say downright hostile climate in Washington, how do you think you can make a difference? You've been there now for a while as a congressman, but to be reelected, how can you make a difference to change that climate?
Well, you know that there is an awful lot of partisan bickering in Washington, and that's going to go on. It has gone on for as long as they've had a Congress. If you read the history books from way back when, it was horrible back in 1790s when they first had the first Congresses. But what I've tried to do is look beyond that. I've always been taught you look for the good in people and you will find it. And I work across the aisle. I make myself do it because I know the decency of the people in northeastern Pennsylvania. They expect that. Because of that, I'm so proud to say I've been named for the last 5 years, my entire 5 years in the Congress, I've been named the top Democrat with more bills supported by the opposing party than any other Democrat each of the 5 years. And I passed two major pieces of legislation, one in the last Congress, the Megabyte Act, that'll save American taxpayers between $1 and $4 billion with a B. Dollars a year in the purchase of software for the federal government. And this year, the Veterans Care Financial Protection Act of 2017, which President Trump signed. I wouldn't have been able to do any of that if I didn't reach across the aisle. And I'm so proud to say I got the AMVETS Award for Best Legislator of the Year in Pennsylvania. It comes with a wonderful plaque, guys. It's called the Silver Bayonet Award, and we'll treasure that for a long time.
And Congressman, immigration, a very hot topic now. Where do you stand on immigration, and how do we fix a system that some say is broken?
Right. I mean, that's a perfect example of a thing that people have been bickering about for a long time. We have to solve it. We have to have comprehensive immigration reform, including securing our borders. We have something like 11, 12, 13 million people living in the shadows in this country. My idea is let's make taxpayers of those people. Now, I'm a rule of law kind of person. It's something that's been part of my life, my entire adult life, and a lot of lawyers are like that. I believe people who break the law should be punished, and in the case of undocumented aliens, if they broke the law, they should be punished with heavy fines, but I want to make taxpayers of them too, because we need the tax revenue from them. We need the economy. You know, studies have shown that American citizens, between 3 and 5 million American citizens, would lose their jobs if we just deleted 11 million people from our economy. So my idea is comprehensive immigration reform, a tough but fair path to citizenship, and let's get past all this horrible bickering over immigration.
And Matt, we keep hearing about the healthcare system. That too is broken by many accounts. do we need to fix health care, and how do we need to do it? How would you support to do that?
Andy, I'm saying the same thing I've said for 6 years now, and that is this. If you think about health care, you think about what you need to protect and preserve. You need to protect coverages, you need to protect our hospitals. Many people remember that before the Medicaid expansion was accepted in Pennsylvania, we were losing hospitals. We lost the Marion Community Hospital in Carbondale. We lost a hospital, St. Catherine's Hospital down near Ashland, Pennsylvania. Our hospitals are at risk when we don't cover as many people as possible because they end up by law having to treat people who show up in the emergency room. My idea is continue to expand coverage, continue to look for ways to make it cheaper for everybody, and the wider you can spread coverage for everybody, the cheaper it will get and the stronger our hospitals will be. If your local hospital closes, that is a real tangible impact on the quality of your health care, and we need to continue to try to avoid that.
And jobs is always an important topic and concern for around here. How do we bring more jobs to our region?
Well, all right. It's not just about more jobs, it's about better paying jobs. The unemployment rate has gone down, but people are working longer hours, maybe 2 jobs to try to keep up the standard of living that we used to have with manufacturing jobs. Promoting manufacturing jobs is a key. Now, as a member of Congress, what I do is I try to bring back as many federal tax dollars to our area as I can to make sure we get our fair share of federal tax revenue back here in northeastern Pennsylvania. Studies have shown that for every $1 I bring back in federal grant money, that turns into $4 in economic activity, and it's the economic activity that creates the jobs. Now, I worked hard to get on the House Appropriations Committee. Up to now, we've brought in about a little bit more than $500 million in federal tax money back to the area in my tenure, but I hope to really increase that, because as I gain seniority on the House Appropriations Committee, it'll enhance my ability to do that. And we had some great members of Congress around here, Congressman Flood, Congressman McDade. The things that they were able to do, they did it from the House Appropriations Committee.
Okay, Matt, we're wrapping up on time. I'll look at that camera and tell people why they should vote for Matt Cartwright.
Well, Andy and Jayne, thanks for having me on here. And look, people know that I care about the people in northeastern Pennsylvania. It's because we chose to live here, raise our family here. These are people that are hurting. There are not enough high-paying jobs around here. There's not good infrastructure. There are things that we have to do for our area, and I'm working hard to do that. Up to now, I've been in the minority the entire time in Congress. We have some hopes that I'll be in the majority starting in January, and if that happens, we're going to be able to make infrastructure improvements. We're going to be able to force Medicare to negotiate drug prices with big pharmaceutical companies, which will bring pharmaceutical prices down for seniors and for everybody. There's a lot more that I want to do to help northeastern Pennsylvania. I'm honored to do this job, and as I get more seniority in the job, I will become more and more effective as a congressman, and that's what I'm looking forward to do. Thanks very much, guys.
Well, Congressman Matt Cartwright, thank you for joining us today. To learn more about Congressman Cartwright, check out PAHomepage.com under the Newsmakers link on PAHomepage.com, and we'll be right back after this.